Hi, everyone, and welcome to another round of the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. I am JB in studio, and in the park, you know him, Team CJ Correa. That's Carlos Correa, the Houston Astros, joining us, taking your questions, getting some FaceTime with you, the fans. Carlos, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
I know fans are fired up. You can use hashtag Chatting Cage on Twitter. I'll find that and read it as best I can. Use the MLB Fans app and fire that up. Join us on the show. That'd be the best way to do it. If not, leave a comment, and I'll select some of those and read a question. But we have a fan with us, ready to go. He's fired up. What's your name? What's your question for Carlos?
Hi, Carlos. My name is Cork Achiever.
Hey, how are you?
Falls, Minnesota. My question is, I know you got drafted first overall a couple years ago. So what was the experience like getting drafted first overall? What made it so special, and what were your emotions like at the time you got drafted?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty special. You know, I was there in the studio, in the MLB studio, and I was there with my family. So, you know, we had to go through a lot of sacrifices to get to that moment. And finally, when I got the call that I was going to go first pick, you know, it was a special moment for me and my family. I felt like it was a teamwork. So the first thing I did was hug them because it was a special family moment for us.
That's great hearing it about how that is connected to family that help people achieve the heights of achievement that you've achieved. I said achieved 5 times in that sentence. I should get a bonus. We continue our conversation here at the Edward Jones Chatting Cage with Carlos Correa. I go to the MLB Fans app. Here is a question, and speaking, obviously you said a lot led you to that moment, being drafted number 1 overall. This is from Lou I. Who inspired you to become a baseball player? So who'd you look up to in the baseball world when you were younger, Carlos?
I always look up to the tall shortstops because I was tall and I played shortstop since I was 6 years old. So I look up to Derek Jeter a lot. Obviously, he was a great player. On and off the field, he was great. Abra, Tulowitzki, all those guys. Carl Ripken, those guys that were tall and could play the position and obviously could rake.
That's right. The guys that sort of set the model that would make it look like that. We love that. This is the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. I am JB. That is Carlos Correa. Taking your questions, Houston Astros, outstanding shortstop. A big part of the Astros' success and the run there in the AL West. Get your laptop fired up or your phone and join us like this fan. What's your name and where you're from, and what is your question for Carlos?
Hi, my name's TJ. I'm from Boone, North Carolina. And Carlos, just let me say first off, you've been a lot of fun to watch and play the position with such talent and grace, man. And saying that, man, being that you're so young and the team around you is young in general. You've got Jose at second, you've got Alex at third, you know, you had Tyler at first base, and you got El Oso Blanco hitting DH. I mean, are you excited? What is it like playing with these guys? What's the atmosphere there?
Well, it's really exciting. The atmosphere is great. You know, every time we win, it's like we have a party in the clubhouse. Obviously, like you said, we're very young, and we like to have fun. We like to go out there and try to have fun, try to win games, and after that, we go party in the clubhouse. So it's obviously fun. The atmosphere is great. We love to play the game. We play hard every single day. We play with a lot of passion, and obviously being young, we like to have fun. So that's what we do every time we win.
A great question from TJ as he rounded out the roster, but also a great insight from Carlos. It's a young team that's playing really well. That would be exciting. And then it's young guys playing well, so they have a good time. So I'm going to actually ask you about that from the MLB Fans app. Snapback wants to know, Carlos, what do you do for fun on your days off in Houston?
On my days off, all I do is sleep and watch movies. You know, the season's too long to spend the days off out there doing something. I just want to be able to lay in bed, especially me. I play every single day, and I want to play every day. So I got to get my rest every time I get a day off. So you know, I make the best out of it and watch movies and catch up with my TV shows.
That's outstanding. Basically, just one of us. On your days off, you're just chilling out whenever you can. I'm going to go. I know that you, that's sleep and watching movies is one way to do it. I'm going to go to another question from the app real quick. Mr. 305 wants to know, I know that you love fishing. Do you have any tips or strategies that you are successful with?
Successful? Well, I haven't gone fishing in a while since I've been a professional player.
Oh.
I do love go fishing. My dad is the one with the strategy. I just apply it, you know. He's the one that tells me what to do, and I do it all the time. So he's the one that knows the most. So if you want to know about fishing, my dad is the guy to ask.
We'll have to set up another chatting cage with your dad. We'll just do the Edward Jones fishing chatting cage, and we'll get caught from Mr. Correa. So as we're getting another fan lined up. It's great to know that obviously you did some fishing with your dad growing up. And there's a fan with us now. What's your name, where you're from, what's your question for Carlos?
Hey, my name's Chris D'Amico. I'm in Arizona, actually. Hey, Carlos, I want to congratulate you on all your success. And I know
Thank
coming
you.
up, prospects always, have a tough time translating, and having success in the big leagues, especially early on. You, on the other hand, have had great success right off the bat. And I was just curious, what's your biggest motivation that drives you?
Well, just the motivation is try to be one of the best players out there and try to help my team win every single day. Not put too much pressure on yourself. Just go out there, try to have fun, play the game you've always played, and put in the work during batting practice, put in the work in the cage, put in the work in the gym in order for you to be ready every single day to play out there and help your team.
Great question from Chris as the fans line up to talk to Carlos Correa, one of the great players in Major League Baseball right now. Carlos did some work for us as well in the postseason last year because he had the opportunity and was stylish the whole postseason. One of the things that you may not have known if you didn't catch that, guys. That leads us to the EDJ question of the day. Carlos, what is your must-have fashion accessory?
Oh, I like to wear hats. I like to wear fedoras. So, every time I can and I wear a suit or something nice, I wear my fedora. So that's a must-have for me.
I love that. There you go, folks. That's how you know. It was a go-to answer.
Yeah,
So I'm going to yeah?
Nice shoes as well.
Good shoes.
Nice
okay.
shoes as well. Oh, yeah.
An obvious follow-up then, how many hats do you currently own?
Right here in Houston, I have about 15. In Puerto Rico, I got a lot more. But I got my favorite ones here in Houston.
15 made the cut. I love that. This is the Edward Jones chatting cage. That is Carlos Correa, Team CJ Correa on Twitter if you want to do that. Folks, you can reach out to us on Twitter, #chatting cage, and I'll read that question. Meanwhile, in the MLB Fans app, another great question here. Let's Play Ball wants to know, if you weren't a professional player in Major League Baseball, Carlos, what would you be doing?
Oof. I was good at every sport I played as a kid. Probably I would be playing another sport, but otherwise I was good in school too. I had always good grades. I had a great GPA. I had a good SAT. So I'll probably have been in college studying something. I don't know what it would be because obviously my goal was to play in the big leagues, but I think it would have worked out pretty well for me.
The full package there in Carlos Correa. So if it wasn't another sport, he had the grades, kids. Don't forget that. It's an important part of what you do when you're growing up. Not everybody
That's
gets
right.
to Major League Baseball.
Really important.
The grades are super important. Perry's a fan with us. What's your name, where you're from, what's your question for Carlos?
Hi, my name's Aiden. I'm from Connecticut, and I was wondering what's your favorite baseball moment ever that you've done, like play you made or something, or that you've seen?
My favorite baseball moment was last year when we won the wild card game at the Yankee Stadium. That was a special moment. Obviously, my first year in the big leagues, coming off a great season for our team, and obviously winning the wild card game at the Yankee Stadium. That was an experience I will never forget.
A great moment in Astros history, and for Carlos in a successful young career is a big start. Great question from Aiden there in Connecticut. Folks, be just like Aiden. Fire up that Get in Line button on the MLB Fans app. Get some FaceTime with Carlos like these fans. What's your name? Where you're from? What's your question for Carlos?
Hi, we're Simon and Sam from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And we were wondering, what did you feel like being a star shortstop, but only making your rookie debut last year?
Well, it feels great. It feels great. I got guys like Jose Altuve in the clubhouse that I learned a lot from. He's obviously one of the best hitters in the game, one of the best players in the game right now. So for me to be able to have him next to me in second base and then in the clubhouse, it's a great experience because I can learn a lot from him. And he's the captain of the team. I just got to go out there and try to perform and try to help the team in some way. So he's the one doing all the job for us, and we just gotta go with it and keep playing hard and try to win.
It is an electric team down there in Houston. Everybody who loves baseball knows that's what's going on between Carlos and Jose. One of the most exciting players to watch, pound for pound, no doubt. Before we say goodbye, I'm going to go back to Twitter with one more question. We talked about what you do in your off day, Carlos. This one is from Joy MLB. Got to ask, since you're watching movies, what's your favorite movie?
Wow, my favorite movie. I really don't know. It might be Gladiator. I like Gladiator a lot. I like scary movies. I like scary movies a lot. I like The Conjuring. I don't know. I like Disney movies as well. So I watch all kinds of movies. I'm big in TV shows. I watch Game of Thrones a lot and The Walking Dead. Those are my favorite two TV shows.
We got to hang out sometime. That's a great bunch of stuff to watch, man. That sounds like a great day.
Oh yeah.
I like. It's a full array. The Disney movies, especially highlighting against The Conjuring. I think that's a good combination. Carlos, did you have fun talking to fans today? That's always important. Did you have a good time?
Oh yes. It was a great time.
All right.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to talk to you. Congratulations on the success. Keep that up. Have a great rest of the season. That's Carlos Correa. I'm JB. We'll see you on the next round of the Edward Jones Chatting Cage.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.